My 23F girlfriend wants me, 24M, to start sleeping with other women. Hi all, my girlfriend and I have been together almost 2 years now. At the beginning of our relationship we were very sexually active and learning, enjoying each other. About 1 year into our until then perfect relationship she started to experience flashbacks of a previous boyfriend that has abused her sexually. She started to shut down and not communicate with me, our almost nightly phone conversations stopped, our time spent together decreased drastically, and our sex life abruptly ended. During this time I had no information as to what happened and began to think that either something happened to her or I did something to change our relationship. Finally, after 4 months of me being supportive through almost no communication from her side, talking very lightly, and trying to give her time and space, she sat me down and explained what happened in her previous relationship and that she had bottled it up until a trigger hit. I now understood what had happened, and honestly a selfish thought crossed my mind that the weight was lifted off of my shoulders because I did not cause this. I told her that even though I could not possibly imagine what she is going through, I will always be by her side and support her. Over the past 4 to 5 months we have been slowly rebuilding. She talked to me about how she feels horrible that none of my needs have been met for the past 8 to 9 months, and I dismissed this concern. I have an extremely high libido while understandably hers has been extremely low or non-existent. Yesterday she called me and explained that she has been thinking, and wants me to sleep with other women for a temporary amount of time. She explained that she has not been fair to me, and cannot meet my needs right now, but she wants me to fulfill them on my own. I replied that as much as I want to fulfill my needs, I do not want to risk our relationship and I do not want anybody else but her. She then mentioned that she can separate sex with emotions and wants me to think about doing this as a way to alleviate some pressure from her, whereby me fulfilling my needs myself that she cannot. I'm at a loss for words as I never would have expected this, and although the 8 to 9 months have been extremely hard on me, I cannot begin to imagine how hard they are on her. Has anybody gone through something similar or have any advice to give? Edit to clarify some points. I don't want to sleep with anyone but her. This post was to see if other people have been in a similar situation in the past and how did you work through it or help. I do not live with her, she lives with her parents. I do absolutely want to stay with her and work on things. I am just at a loss of what to do or say and help her with the situation.
Tough situation. I suggest she starts seeing a therapist TBH. But I don't think you should start sleeping with other girls. I don't think it's worth the potential harm to the relationship.
She can separate sex with emotions. Tell her that's nice, but you can't. And while you're sorry she's feeling like she's letting you down, you need her to work with her therapist on accepting those feelings don't reflect reality, because pushing you to solve a problem that doesn't actually exist is just going to create new problems. If the lack of sex does start getting to you, you tell her, but unless that happens, she needs to take you at your word that it's not and let this go.
She can separate sex with emotions. She absolutely cannot, and the only reason she thinks she can is likely from dissociating during sex from trauma. And she probably has guilt from her last partner guilting her about his sexual needs. I really empathize with your partner. I have been through similar experiences and also had some difficulty with intimacy and shit therapists. It's a process and it takes time, but if both of you are willing to put in the time and energy, it will be worth it in the long run.